As our program scaled and we were designing work all over Florida, we found that the traditional methods of securing existing utility data and bringing it into our design environment was taking more and more human resources and was dragging out over, many, many months. Those were resources that could be more productively used to engineer and design and draft our projects to meet our customers' increasing deliverables. Quite frankly, another factor is that the traditional methods, requesting as-built drawings and receiving them either in hard form or in PDFs, and the fidelity of that data that we were able to secure and bring into our designs, frankly, is not very good. And so that led to more constructability issues, once a designed and permitted job got into construction. And then this not only then presents, downtime and increased cost to our construction team, but also required rework, design, drafting, permitting, which took away from our design and permitting team being able to execute and produce new work to meet the current year's design plan. We figured there had to be a better way through technology to obtain existing utility information, and our director for engineering and the team began to research and see what was out there. And that's how eventually we came to find 4M. Our program's engineering director brought us the recommendation to incorporate 4M, confident that this could be a viable solution. But even myself as a civil engineer, and after reviewing the information and going through the 4M website, I still had my doubts. It was kind of hard to fathom how AI pulled all this information from all these different sources to give you a reliable data set, right? Reading the material, viewing the websites, honestly, it sounded too good to be true. It really did. And it wasn't until we met with you and the 4M team, with Itzik, with Roz, that we kindly fully understood the breadth, the fidelity of the data, and how short the turnaround time could be to obtain this from 4M versus the traditional method. We still had some doubts, and kind of like the last thing that really helped us kind of get across the finish line and initiate the partnership was not just 4M's willingness to come down here and meet with us and walk us through how everything worked, but it was the willingness to engage in a pilot demo period in which for a few projects we were able to request the data, bring it in, validate it against the traditional data that we had obtained. And that's when we finally said, man, this is the way to go. And we felt confident enough, myself and my directors, to make that recommendation to our leadership to execute the agreement and enter into the partnership with 4M at the end of 2023. Last year's design plan, so 2023 design and outreach plan, it's what we're building and constructing this year in 2024. But for that design plan, the 2023 design plan, it took us 9 calendar months to obtain all of the existing utilities information through our traditional methods, bring that into our design environments for about 80 projects. And this year, so 2024 design and outreach plan, when we first began using 4M, we were able to do these same tasks over a period of just 2 months for about 90 projects. So that allowed us to shift our design and permitting resources over to productive work to get the design and the permitting executed, sooner. So that's going to shorten our time frame on completion by 2 to 3 months this year versus what we did last year. Then the other exciting part, right, is that we're very confident the data we're getting from 4M has a much higher fidelity than what we had been getting traditionally. And along with other technology that we've incorporated this year, it's going to help us eliminate a significant portion of constructability issues that we've encountered in the past. We were able to accelerate that record research and bringing all those records into our design environment by 7 calendar months. And that's going to accelerate our completion of the design time by about 3 months this year. So last year, some of our design work stretched into 2024. This year, we're going to get it all completed before the end of 2024. So that allows us to start permitting early, get permits in hand, and be ready to go much sooner than we were last year. And, speed to market, getting these projects designed, built, energized sooner provides for a more resilient infrastructure sooner. As we looked at the reduction in time for this research, we have been able to constrain our costs by about $650,000. And then when you look at what the cost of obtaining the 4M data is, we're confident that we have a projected ROI of about $250,000 this year through the utilization of 4M. I see 4M as being one of the key components that's really going to help us meet the deliverables with increased accuracy, shorter timeframes, and meet our customers' expectations as these programs continue to scale. Additionally, I can see where 4M can be incorporated as an important technology partner for us on other turnkey projects or EPC projects and programs as well. There's a lot that come to mind, honestly, but if it was one word, I'd have to say impressive on many different levels. Right? The quality of the data, the fidelity of the data. I mean, one of the issues we had with traditional methods is it wasn't accurate, but it also didn't detail what the size of the facilities were. The data we're getting from 4M does include that additional information. The speed in which we request it and obtain it is impressive. And also the 4M team, you all have been amazing to work with, willing partners to adjust and help us to our need. And then, you know, when you look under the hood, right, that whole technology and how you pull the information from all these different sources, come up with this bundled package. I mean, that's impressive.